Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are in, all 190 of them. We now have decisively determined the best theme park of the Channel 5 Gaming Collab Park contest. So, to quickly catch up those who are new here, we hosted a contest where 4 designers designed their own parks using a plotting system, which was then filled up by community members through their own various community contests. These 4 parks were led by designers and created by the community, then went head to head in a battle of the parks for the final and most epic Planet Coaster 1 contest ever hosted on this channel to date. Now, not only did the 4 designers have to design these parks, place all of the community's blueprints, and polish the final touches, but they also had to build for their own 3 competing subcategory contests, which were Best Park Entrance, Best Centerpiece, and Best Main Attraction. So that is what we're doing here today, revealing the winning designers for each category and the best overall park voted on by you, the community. So let's get into it. Let's announce our winners, starting with park entrances. So the 3rd place winners are Sir Alan's Tiki Cheeky Tales and Chance Zap entrances. Talking about Sir Alan's first, he had built a beautiful immersive nod to the Fallout style park entrance. The post-apocalyptic destruction was awesome, but better yet, the scenes inside depicted environmental storytelling just like the Fallout games and series. And then we've seen a ton of nods and Easter eggs to Fallout everywhere in this park entrance. Absolutely incredible. Chance entrance started with custom music being played by the Magic Marching Band, and as you go deeper into the entrance, it told a story of the Student Club Awards and 2 secret rooms holding the magical history of the Zap schools and clubs. Wonderfully constructed by Chant. 2nd place winner is going to Bear-tastic Fayum entrance. Bear did an incredible job creating an Egyptian theme park entrance with a lush forest walk leading up to it. The entrance is big, bold, and encompasses the magical astrolite properties that are the Egyptian Fayum backstory and lore. The build itself is a marvel of Egyptian architecture. And 1st place winner for the park entrances is going to Master Engineer 02 Gamma Galaxy. If this didn't get 1st place, I would have flipped the table and called this community crazy. Master Engineer put over 50,000 pieces into a single massive park entrance, which was so big that it even held his park's centerpiece. And it came loaded with its own parking lot, ship docking bays, custom music, and more. This is by far the greatest park entrance ever created in Planet Coaster 1 and the biggest, most badass sci-fi build I've ever seen. Well-deserved 1st place win on the park entrance, Master Engineer 02. Moving on to the centerpieces, 3rd place is going to Master Engineer 02's Gamma Galaxy and Chance Zap centerpiece. Master Engineer put so much effort into his park entrance, such a large scale, that he was actually able to fit his centerpiece into the entrance, as mentioned. With that, if you dug a little deeper underneath it all, laid one of the coolest backstories and Easter eggs ever revealed in a park spotlight. Here's a little taste.
Once the weapon was triggered, it could never be deactivated. The force field must remain intact for eternity, for even the slightest lapse in power would spell the end of everything.
Chant's centerpiece was an actual show. A full animation was designed as a movie just for the screen alone. It included custom narrated story, a wild fireworks show to boot. Beneath all of that were trophies and nods to all her creators who helped work on the park. This was such a marvelous and fantastic centerpiece that I have to actually question what you guys are thinking not voting this into the top 2. Clearly, the effort gone into this is like nothing I've ever seen before, but maybe I'm just a little bit biased on this one because I certainly thought it was magical. Second place winner is going to Sir Alan's Tiki Tales Tiki God Tribute Centerpiece. A wonderful tribute to the Tiki God, which encompasses the entire backstory of the Fallout Tiki Tales mascot / god. A wonderfully handcrafted mascot, which meticulously was built piece by piece from wooden planks. Did Sir Alan truly create this, or was it really the Tiki tribe? I'm convinced his park is actually real. First place winner goes to Beartastic's Fayum Centerpiece. This was certainly the biggest and most heavy part count piece of them all. A pyramid marvel to behold the wonders of Fayum. Gorgeous on the outside, and once you step inside, you find the magical leftover Fayum's power source, the astrolite meteor that granted this park all of its power and magical properties. Not just a centerpiece, but the center of all the lore developed into the park. So, wonderfully constructed, well thought out. Congratulations, Beartastic, on placing first place in the best centerpiece contest. Now it's time to ramp things up. Ladies and gentlemen, main attractions. Third place winners are Master Engineer's Stellar Ride and Sir Alan's Vault 212. Master Engineer did a sci-fi DMV style earn your pilot license flying course, which was both absolutely hilarious and ridiculously fun. He even included voice acting and some fun interactive aspects where you could pick your own vehicle, which had an effect on the test results. I love that. Sir Alan did a 25-minute, incredibly well-written and narrated dark ride experience that took you into the depths of Vault 212, which revealed the entire park's lore and backstory. As a Follow fan myself, seeing the vault in Planet Coaster was something that made me super giddy, and I very much enjoyed seeing the Fallout universe in this context. Alan did an amazing job of writing out a well-written backstory and lore for this ride, and I truly believe everyone really enjoyed it. I think what set it back is likely due to it not matching the action and intensity of its first place and second place competitors, which were second place winner goes to Chance Zap Graduation. This one I'm going to die on my sword by saying it's my personal favorite main attraction of this contest. Not only is it the best main attraction in my obvious personal opinion, it's also the best shooting ride ever displayed in all of Planet Coaster 1 ever, period. It has custom crafted music, a full narrated experience, mini games within the shooting ride that elevated the fact that you were already playing a game. It flipped the idea of a boring graduation ceremony onto its head and became a series of interactive events which told a narrative and crafted a unique, never before seen experience here in the 8 years of Planet Coaster's history. Not to mention, it was one of the coolest art styles, lighting, and VFX I have never seen before in this game to date. This alone is one of the best dark rides of all time, and by far the best shooting ride of all time, and an innovative example of how we still hadn't figured out Planet Coaster 1's true potential after all these years. And all those accolades that I pointed out is why I think it deserved first place, but this one is landing in second by the community and first in my heart. Not to detract away from our first place winner, because that one was also truly amazing. Let's talk about it. And the first place winner for main attractions is going to the one and only Beartastic's Rapid Tour. While I did heavily praise the last creation for deserving first, I will equally praise this one for all its innovations and why I believe the community voted this as their first place pick. This was a coaster which used mods to simulate a boat ride, which is in fact something we've also never seen done before in Planet Coaster 1. Using mods wasn't really against the rules, but I did say to designers they should not use them due to the issues that I ran into with Project Planko. Luckily, Beartastic's usage of mods was limited and used in such a way which became innovative and unique to help create a better main attraction for their park. He brought something new and refreshing to the table with this fast-paced, action-packed boat ride tour, which had incredible voice acting narration throughout the entire experience. I definitely praised the living heck out of this creation for all its innovation and hilarious voice acting when I first saw it, And I can definitely see and agree with why the community voted this as their first place vote for all of the same reasons. So with that said, congratulations Bear, your usage of innovation, ability to craft an amazing narrative experience and construct a brilliantly crafted Egyptian boat tour experience was the perfect storm to win the hearts of the community and a well-deserved first place for the main attraction category. And finally, it's time for the best overall theme park. Fourth place is going to Gamma Galaxy, created by Master Engineer 02. All of these parks are winners and very close at that, but one of them has to land in fourth. But where Gamma Galaxy wins, in my opinion, is by truly taking claim to the greatest sci-fi theme park of all time in Planet Coaster 1, and that is a massive accomplishment. And this wasn't your ordinary sci-fi theme park either. This was Sci-Fi Utopian, which required a piece count of the Planet Coaster gods themselves to pull off. Over 250,000 pieces used to construct this park from the ground up, which included 4 entirely unique themed planets with their own distinct environments and build styles. A true masterclass creation from an absolute pioneer in this community, Master Engineer 02. Third place is going to Tiki Tales, created by Sir Alan. This one certainly steals my heart. I actually started YouTube because I wanted to cover Fallout 4 on my channel, and Fallout 2 was my all-time favorite game growing up, and the IP as a whole is just near and dear to my heart. So Alan's park revolving around the concept of Fallout Hawaii is an experience like nothing ever before. And over the years, people have attempted Fallout-style creations, parks and coasters alike, but none of them ever really blew me away. I'm happy to come out of Alan's park experience saying that this was in fact a fulfilling Fallout experience start to finish, and by far, hands down, the best Fallout-inspired creation of all time in Planet Coaster 1 history. Stripping the Fallout IP biasness out of the equation, this park still has a lot going for it. 2 completely different apocalyptic sides to the park, which is a theme that isn't native to Planet Coaster and extremely hard to accomplish, and all that came together creating what I will say had some of the biggest, best sightlines and vistas of any of the parks featured in this contest. The park truly had a wow factor, and this is one I will remember forever. Great job, Alan. Second place winner is going to Zoltan's Academy of Phantasmic Magic, created by Chant. Where do you even begin with this one? Chant proposed her idea of a Hogwarts-style academy designed around Planet Coaster characters with a unique art style and magic touch she developed from the ground up. What came of it exceeded my expectations and took us down a rabbit hole of pure joy and creativity. This park had such a tremendous touch and impact on bringing the community together in ways we never thought possible. Forcing her builders to require a magic sequence show in all of their creations had a ripple effect that will forever change the outcome of all future custom media creations in this community. We saw collaborative ingenuity form in the most magical way between our builders. Custom songs, club anthems, magical games like Table Wizard Wars, unique spells that use Planet Coaster pieces in ways we've never seen before, Easter eggs and lore that go so deep that you would think this park has been developed for the last decade. This park really inspired creativity to a level I've never seen before, and that is the core essence of Channel 5 gaming community contests, to push us beyond what we thought was possible and reinvent the way that we play Planet Coaster. This park inspired the hearts of many, and a very well-deserved second place. Congratulations, Chant. And finally, the first place park winner goes to Fayum, created by Beartastic. Fayum is the first ever, last ever, and only ever fully Egyptian themed park created in Planet Coaster 1. A theme so difficult and frankly impossible to do in Planet Coaster 1 that it required the help of Theme Maker Toolkit custom imported assets to even be possible. Therefore, it's a feat and undertaking like nothing ever before, and it's a no wonder it took 8 years for somebody to finally tackle this concept. But Bear didn't just go do a generic Egyptian theme park by any means either. He sprinkled in bits of sci-fi and magic, which gave it that over-the-top wow factor to stand out from an ordinary Egyptian park. The concept was a meteorite called Astrolite struck these lands, creating magical properties within it, which then the Fayumites harvested and harnessed its magical properties to create their sustainable energy source, which is where we get the sci-fi lights and elements from. It's really a wonderful pairing of what was already extremely hard theme to accomplish in the first place, and if that wasn't enough, Bear had arguably the best overall coasters and rides contributed by community members, giving his park that one after another non-stop excitement factor that you may be used to from a Channel 5 gaming park spotlight. I think that's really the essence of this final first place ranking. Bear came up with a unique theme that was never done before, but made sure to maintain the essence and flow of a traditional theme park experience, all while having sensational theme park attractions flowing from the park gates to the very back end of the park. It's the full package, but done over the top with a unique twist, but maintaining that traditional theme park flow we've all come to love and appreciate over the years. It's brilliantly, bear-tastically constructed and absolutely deserving of first place in the most epic contest ever hosted in this channel's history. Congratulations, Beartastic, you are the Channel 5 Gaming Collab Contest champion. Confetti, please, Jerry. Almost forgot this part, so I'm clipping this back into the video. Everyone probably wants to see how close this competition truly was, and it was pretty close. Everybody's a winner here, in my opinion. You can see all the different categories of how close it actually was. If the final park overview is an indication of anything, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how torn everybody was. You know, Beartastic did pull out the win on the overall parks at 552 of a score, which is potentially only 10 votes, because we give 4 points for a first place vote. 10 to 15 votes total out of 190 is what pulled Bear ahead, but Chant is pretty much a close second, and Sir Alan is a close third, and Master Engineer still scoring a mass majority of points, right? You know, if we look at it all on a graph, this is quite crazy. Master Engineer at the lowest score, technically still 70% of the overall votes. It's kind of nuts how close these parks are. So it's very nice to see all of that, and no like clear landslide, nobody's just running with the contest. These were 4 of the most competitive entries to any contest at all ever created, and the community also participated in all of them. So the community's kind of winning as well. It's really quite crazy. Now, Bear did pull out the best centerpiece, the best overall park, and the best main attraction, so he technically winning in 3 of the 4 categories, which is pretty crazy. But the runner-ups in each of those categories, I mean, I think the Bear clearly won the best centerpiece by a landslide, because his build was so monumentally huge. But park entrances, it's pretty close, you know, it's pretty close. And same with main attractions. The score on main attractions is very close between them all. Again, only 50 or so points separating the 4 competitors here today. These 4 designers absolutely killed it, and it's great to see all of their scores so close together. Before we end things off, I just want to say, while this is officially the last and most epic Planet Coaster 1 contest, it's closing out a wonderful, joyful experience of 40 plus contests over the last 8 years on this channel, but marks the beginning of a new journey in Planet Coaster 2. With all the new community members joining, console members are now able to participate. I truly believe we are in for another incredible decade of joy ahead of us. And I want to close off by thanking our 4 designers for helping us close out Planet Coaster 1 by building these truly monumental 4 theme parks. You guys are absolutely amazing. And I want to give an additional thank you to Master Engineer, as they had inspired this entire idea with their Buccaneer Bay Collab Park made in the middle of this year. And additionally, a massive thank you to Sir Alan for contributing to the Collab documentation, voting forms, tracking sheets, and all the things that I used to have help with from Zafor. I can't thank you enough for all the support, Sir Alan. And finally, a thank you to this entire community and everyone who watches these videos. It's thanks to all of you that I find motivation to do these crazy community contests and videos. Thank you, my Planet Coaster friends. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye now.
Rooms in the sky, lightning fast, zooming by. Let's go. Magic wheels ready to spin. Round and round, let's win. C-O-L-T-A.